and welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people that come in here who have issues with their knee, and it's a condition known as Chondromalacia Patella. Chondromalacia Patella, Patellofemoral pain syndrome, runner's knee. And what's going on with these folks, what's happening is that the cartilage underneath the kneecap, here you can see my sexy legs, the cartilage underneath the kneecap is starting to soften up and even kind of wear away a little bit because the kneecap isn't tracking properly and has a tendency to track to the outside part of their knee. So then it gets softened up underneath the kneecap and it starts to hurt. So how do you fix that? How do you fix this condition? Well, first of all, there's 3 steps here that I'm going to show you. First of all, you want to clear out any restrictions that you may have in the quadricep using your handy dandy rolling pin. Now don't go out and buy an expensive physiotherapy thing. You can go to any grocery store and get one of these for like $5 or something like that. So what you do, you want to clear out any restriction in your quadricep, because remember, as the quadricep contracts, you see that as this contracts, it pulls the kneecap. But you want to emphasize more on the outside part of the quad, the vastus lateralis, because there's 4 muscles to the quad, but the tendency for folks with this issue is that the kneecap wants to track this way toward the outside. Tightness in the vastus lateralis, so you want to emphasize working on the vastus lateralis. So 3 to 5 minutes using the good old handy dandy rolling pin. That's step 1. Now, step 2. You want to make sure you're going to work on terminal knee extension. Get yourself a book. This is just a yoga block. So you come down here like this, and then come down here like this. And now you're going to work in this terminal knee extension. You want to, terminal knee extension, if you can kind of see this on me, if you see my foot, the bottom of my heel right here, if I extend my foot, see that? Comes up off the mat. See that? Boom. Boom. And so you actually have a small amount of degrees in which the knee hyperextends a little. That's terminal knee extension. So you want to get full range of that. So how do you achieve that? If you can't quite get this here, see that little boop, 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 you work here. Now you can actually work in this a little bit. Now don't sit here and crank your knee into hyperextension. That's not the idea. You want to start with just the weight of your leg hanging like this, and then you go into contraction. See that? Into contraction. 3 sets of 15. Work into that terminal knee extension. You can add a little bit of overpressure. Well, since the kneecap wants to kind of go this way, I usually recommend folks tilting your feet. Here, tilt your feet out about 45 degrees. Now I'm a little bit of external rotation of the hip right there. And so now I'm working the medial oblique fibers of the vastus medialis, because remember, the knee wants to try to track this way with chondromalacia patella and stuff. You want these fibers to balance that out over here. So by doing that, by externally rotating your hip, boom, now you're in this about 45 degrees with your foot, and now you're contracting. See that? Getting that terminal knee extension right in there. And then you can add just a little bit of overpressure. Boom. You can even put your fingers on here for, see that? You can see my fingers contract, pushing that muscle right there down. Boom. You can even, by pushing on there, you can kind of feel those fibers. It's a nice cue to activate that area right there by putting your fingers into the medial oblique fibers of the vastus medialis right there. 3 sets of 15. You want to hold for a second or two. Boom, boom. Yeah. 3 sets of 15 with that. The third exercise, now that you got terminal knee extension back a little bit, see, work that, see? Boom, see that? So now that you got that, what you do is you get your handy dandy, pull up a cyst band. Pull up a cyst band. You affix it to a post, you do it to a door, whatever, get one of these, and now, this is going to be a closed chain exercise. The one before was an open chain exercise. This is a closed chain exercise. In other words, my foot is supported by the ground. See, I'm taking basically a hip width stance, kind of like I'm gonna squat or whatever. So just an athletic stance like this. And you see this band is pulling my knee this way. See, you see that? It's pulling my knee that way. And then what I do is I'm gonna extend my knee, and I want to keep this in external rotation of my hip. See this? And once you come over here and kind of see. So I'm keeping that external rotation of my hip here, and boom. So now I'm really working those oblique fibers right in here. I don't know if you can see that. See that there? Boom. And then 3 sets of 15. Boom, and be deliberate and hold that for a second. Bam, you can really see that right there. If you want, you can put your fingers right there to really cue that muscle. Bam. And if this is too much resistance, you just move forward a little bit. And now that's less resistance. See, there's more slack here. See that? There's a little bit more slack here. And if it's too much, then you go right here. Start with just a little bit of resistance. See that? And again, you're keeping that hip externally rotated as you do that. Because remember, the kneecap wants to go this way. You're trying to emphasize the musculature here on the inside of the knee. And by doing so, you have to externally rotate the hip by doing so. So boom, right there. See that? Boom. And then as you get stronger and stronger, you get more and more resistance. Ooh, I'm really pulling it out right there. Here I am. Oh, woo! See that? Boom. And again, I'm trying to keep that hip externally rotated as I do that. See that? My bam. And man, I can really feel that fire up in the entire quad and the hip to help balance that out. So, just to summarize, Chondromalacia patella, runner's knee, patellofemoral pain syndrome. The kneecap wants to go that way. We're gonna emphasize the kneecap to go that way. So make sure you clear out the junkiness in your quad, especially the vastus lateralis, using the good old handy dandy rolling pin. Then you work on your terminal knee extension using a book underneath your heel to kind of start off with, 3 sets of 15 in there. And then once you get a little bit of your terminal knee extension, working on that range of motion in there, go to the band. Start off with more slack. And as you get stronger and stronger, you work your way back. And man, you can really, you don't need a fancy schmancy leg extension machine in your house. This will replace it for 10, 15 bucks with something like that. And you can rehab your knee, chondromalacia patella, runner's knee, patellofemoral pain syndrome, gone. If you have any questions with this video, drop it off in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, we appreciate it. If you're new here, hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button because that'll keep you in the loop with subsequent videos coming here in the near future. That way you can continue to move well, live well. Also, I know you know folks who are battling knee pain, chondromalacia patella, runner's knee, patellofemoral pain syndrome, pain going up and down stairs. Share this with them. Sharing is caring. 3 easy steps that you can do at home to fix this problem. And it costs nearly nothing. Share this with them. Sharing is caring. Also, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. It lets us know you care. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.